We've got big fun waiting to be unleashed. We'll be posing some of life's most important questions. Your answers will be paired off in a no-holds-barred tournament. And your votes will determine which answers advance in the bracket. As we whittle down to our championship winner, this is bracketeering. I'm sending the topic of our first bracket to your devices now. The best thing to be holding in your online dating profile picture. I'm asking for a friend. Type in the best answer you can think of and hit send. If your answer wins the entire bracket, you'll be rolling in cash. Your answers are being paired off into one-on-one matchups. That means it's time to sidle up to the prediction table. On your device, you'll see one of the upcoming matchups for this bracket. If you can predict the answer that will get the most votes, you'll earn some sweet, sweet moolah. Oh, and don't forget, the predictions are in. Let's dive into our first bracket. This could get ugly. Use your device to vote on which you think deserves to win. But don't forget, if you change your mind, you can change your vote. This one seems like it's over before it's done. Marriage material. A cash prize if you predicted this would happen. Next up, there is no love lost between these two. Just running out the clock now. Ran away with that one. Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Omega Conference. Oh, it doesn't get more contentious than this. This one's looking over. That wasn't even close. And now our last two contenders face off. This one seems like it's over before it's done. Swiping right. Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. Hey, you got a new matchup waiting for you on your device. Predict the one you think is gonna win. The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. Just running out the clock now. That was a slaughter. just one match away from our finals. Totally dateable. And now we finally decide what is the best thing to be holding in your online dating profile pic. This one's looking over. We have our first winner. Let's see those scores. It's time for the blind bracket. We start with just the category. Name any store or recognizable restaurant. Go ahead and write the first thing that comes to mind. We'll see the real bracket title after the answers are all in. Time's running out. Let's see what this bracket is really about. Best place to accidentally get locked in overnight. Time to get in those predictions. The predictions are in. Starting things off. Clear winner there. No surprises on the prediction front. Next up. Who'll come out on top? That was ugly. Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Eastern Conference. A clear frontrunner. This one seems like it's over before it's done. Decisive victory. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup. It looks like we have one just beginning to pull ahead. A real tug of war. just running out the clock now. A regular juggernaut. Money if you guessed it. Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. This is one for the ages. No contest. The finals are just a win away from these next two answers. They're on fire. Looks like this one was obvious. And now the definitive matchup. What is the best place to accidentally get locked in overnight? That's enough to win. Let's go back to that scoreboard. And now for the bracket you've all been waiting for, the triple blind bracket. This bracket will change every single round. Let's start with a category. Name any specific vehicle. Who knows what crazy twists and turns this bracket will take? Time's running out. Let's see what we're dealing with. Best substitute for the Batmobile. Time to get in those predictions. All cash is doubled this round, so make these choices count. The predictions are in. It's go time. No one thought it would be this close. It's anyone's game. I don't believe it. Moving on to our next matchup. It's really going back and forth. This might be be a photo finish. That was a real nail biter. Why don't we see what's going on the other side of the bracket? This one's looking over. Jammerlanny! And now our last two contenders face off. The struggle is real. We're in the home stretch. Talk about an underdog tale. Let's switch up this bracket. The best vehicle to make Whoopi in. Get those predictions in now. The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. I am on the edge of my seat. Just running out the clock now. Big win, Daddy likes. One more match to determine our finals. The lead keeps changing hands. This one seems like it's over before it's done. Dominating win. One final switcheroo. The best vehicle to put into Mario Kart. I hope your answers still make sense. And now the final face-off. Potential winner starts to emerge. This one's looking over. This was a big win. Let's see who won it all. This is bracketeering. I'm sending the topic of our first bracketeer devices now. Coolest word to have tattooed across your knuckles. Mine says bracketeering, but I've got a lot of extra fingers. Time's running out. Your answers are being paired off into one-on-one matchups. Time's running out. That's time at the prediction table. It's time to dive into our first bracket. Just running out the clock now. Put a hat on the monkey, because it's time to celebrate. There's cash if you predicted this one. Our next matchup. This matchup was bound to happen. This one's looking over. Oh, that win was so big you could hear it in the next state over. Let's see what's happening over on the other side of the bracket. This one seems like it's over before it's done. You will not be denied. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup. Out of the gate with a big lead. Just running out the clock now. No contest. Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. Time's running out. Oh, prediction table time is up. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. This one's looking over. Like falling off a log. This could be the answer to beat, but let's check out the competition. A slight lead taking shape. That kind of domination is illegal in some states. This final matchup will determine what is the coolest word to tattoo across your knuckles. This one seems like it's over before it's done. We have our first winner. Wow, what a bracket. Let's see how the scores shook out. It's time for the blind bracket. All you'll be given is the category. Any small object. Enter your answers now. Let's see what this bracket is really about. Best item to pretend is a family treasure and then pass on to your grandchildren. Time to get in those predictions. The predictions are in. Here comes trouble. These answers faced off last year, but will the results be the same? Get those last-second votes in now. That win was so big you could hear it the next state over. Moving on to our next matchup. Talk about a rivalry. These two competitors have been at each other's necks all week. Few seconds left to vote. That victory will not require a recount, but I'm not allowed to talk about politics. Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Eastern Conference. It's weird that this is my job. Just running out the clock now. No contest. And now our last two contenders face off. An upset in the making. This one seems like it's over before it's done. Clear winner there. Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round 2. The initial votes are coming in. A real tug of war. An epic showdown. Big win, Daddy likes. Our winner moves on to the final, but let's find out what they'll face off against. Voters are being loud and clear on this one. This one's looking over. Pop goes the cannoli. There's cash if you predicted this one. And now the final face-off. What is the best item to trick your grandchildren into thinking means something? The struggle is real. Will we see a final push? We have a winner! Let's take another peek at the scoreboard. And now the bracket you've heard so much about, the triple blind bracket. This bracket will change every single round. Here's your starting category. Describe any emoji. Who knows what crazy twists and turns this bracket will take? Time's running out. Let's see what we're dealing with. Best emoji response to a late night you up text. Time to get in those predictions. All cash is doubled this round, so make these choices count. Time's running out. Time's up at the prediction table. Up first, I am on the edge of my seat. The clock is running out on voting time. A regular juggernaut. Next up, only one can come out on top. It's really going back and forth. This one seems like it's over before it's done. Decisive victory. Money if you guessed it. Why don't we see what's going on the other side of the bracket? Overwhelming support already. Just running out the clock now. Quackity, quackity, duck, duck, quack. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup. Get those last second votes in now. I'm not sure my parents love me, but what a win! We're changing that bracket title again. Best emoji to add to every message you ever send to your boss. Get those predictions in now.
Yeah.